who's coming up with this shit, right? Like, let's get to it. I mean, for some reason, this is called Sweet Cardio Saturday, and I, there's nothing sweet about this. So, you know what? Submit your complaints to the person in the HR department that creates these terrible workouts. So, anyway, Sweet Cardio Saturday is going to be 4 rounds. This is probably most easily done at a track. Now, the tracks in here in Cleveland are starting to open up again, specifically Lakewood High School around the block from me. I will probably be doing this workout at some point at Lakewood High School. So, Sweet Cardio Saturday is 4 rounds. You guys are going to do 40 Abmat Sit-ups, followed by a 400-meter run, aka a loop of a normal sized track, followed by a 400-meter walk with a suitcase carry. Ideally, if we have two weights, you guys are carrying both of them together. Obviously, that means they're going to have to be lighter than if you're going to ideally carry one by itself and switch back and forth, okay? Doesn't really matter to me as long as you guys are carrying. It can be a switch, it can be not a switch, but I want them down in the suitcase position, not stacked or overhead or anything along those lines. All right, so the final movement is going to be 40 overhead walking lunge steps with the weight or one of the weights that you are going to be carrying in the suitcase. So real quick, 4 rounds, 40 Abmat sit-ups, 400-meter run, 400-meter suitcase carry, and 40 overhead total, 20 each side, 40 overhead walking lunge steps. All right, guys, last but not least for the week, we are into Saturday. So again, this crazy workout, cardio stuff, who wants to do this? I know who came up with this, but yeah, I guess I'm just out here to explain this to you guys. So the first thing is going to be the Abmat sit-ups. If you have an Abmat, you can take it with you. If not, I'm going to demonstrate it without, so it doesn't matter that much. Quick little change for the Abmat sit-ups. A lot of times we'll put those feet together, knees out to the side in a hip stretching position. I would rather you guys have the feet on the ground, knees bent at 90 degrees for this, so that we are taxing the hips in a slightly different manner and it won't affect the rest of the work as much. So roll it back, shoulders touch, hands touch. I come up into a sit-up, hands come through, shoulder passes the hips. Okay, so 40 Abmat sit-ups into our 400-meter loop on a run, followed by the 400-meter suitcase carry. Now, if it is a perfect world and we have two light weights, I'm going to hold one in each hand and I'm going to carry from there. If I only have one, obviously I only have one, I'm going to carry, switch back and forth as much as I need to. Keep in mind, you guys can always grab a book bag or something and carry it that way, or a weight vest. It doesn't need to be a weight of some kind. Specifically, if you have plates, we can always walk with a plate in each hand. In which case, you see how I'm holding this? By the top of it there. Thumb is on the inside, fingers on the outside. If there is a loop side here to the plate, it's probably going to be easiest to have the fingers under that since they're going to do most of the holding. All right, and then from here, I'm into those overhead lunge steps. If I have a plate or plates, I can always stack them up and hold one at a time. It's pretty simple. I'm holding it up and I'm technically walking with it. I don't want to walk into the camera here, so I'm just going to step back. If I'm looking at dumbbells or kettlebells, well, if they're light enough, I can probably hold them both up overhead like this, or if I have a little something on the heavier side, I can take it and hold it like this, or if it is a kettlebell that is awkward for me to hold like that, and I can't get my hands into that position, I can always do my single arm overhead hold for those lunge steps. Keep in mind, anything single arm going overhead for that hold is going to be much more challenging than something that I'm able to stabilize with both shoulders. Have fun. Enjoy your Saturday, guys.